Hello, I'm Helen Sattler, your Destiny Helper. Thank you so much for all of your wonderful emails. I am so glad that this program is encouraging you, strengthening you. I am so glad that you're finding what you need in these videos. Thank you so much to my subscribers and my new subscribers. Thank you so much for allowing this program to be the success it is, and it could not be that without you. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please feel free to subscribe. Push the bell, and every time I come on with a new video, you will be alerted. Please like and share the page. The question of the day is, I am newly discarded, or you have went into a no contact zone and you're finding tremendous difficulty in being without the narcissist, and you know it is good for you to be away from them, but you are having tremendous difficulty. What is next? What is next is you must remain with the no contact. And it is very difficult when you initially leave, because especially some of you who say that you've been with the narcissist 8 years, 5 years, and you've been with the narcissist a period of time, and you find yourself discarded, or you find yourself in a no contact zone. You have to remember that the relationship with the narcissist was a trauma bonded relationship. And the trauma that bonded you to them also caused you to be addicted to them. And based on how much time that you spend with the narcissist, the longer you spend with the narcissist, the more difficult it is to break away, because the addiction becomes more prevalent. But when you have made a decision to go to a no contact zone, usually it becomes very difficult when you just discard it, because you got to remember, for the first time in many years, for the first time in many months, you are being without the narcissist. The narcissist is the only relationship you have had. Many of you said that you've been isolated away from your family, isolated away from your friends, that when you go to the job, you're on a timing mechanism. You have to go straight home. If you go beyond the time set by the narcissist, then it can be very cruel when you go into the house, because the Lord narcissist can be tremendously violent, and you can set them off with just going off timing, set them off in the words, set them off in the look, because you got to remember the narcissist does use fuel, and fuel can be, and especially in the grade or the school of the narcissist, the lower narcissist, it can be very violent. And you are being late because you did not meet that timing mechanism. Then you get trained, your mind get trained. So when you leave that type relationship, you will find that you're dealing with PTSD, you're dealing with paranoia, you're paranoid, you're extra sensitive to sound, you're jumpy, you're unnerving, the kids, everything bothers you until you go into a mode of settling. And you're not used to being by yourself. You're used to the narcissist being there. He's no longer there. She's no longer there. So you are having to redirect your brain, redirect your mind, redirect your thoughts, redirect your time, because you have been trained from the years that you spend with them, and you have to break the training mold. It takes 21 days to make a habit. But it can be very difficult to untrain your brain to do certain things when it is regimented. A good therapist, I do recommend that you need a good therapist. Christians, you need a good church, a good pastor. A pastor that is well versed in the word and that is very acclimated to the total word base, that they can be a strength and give you wisdom and cultivate you. And those of you who go to a therapist, make sure they are abreast to the narcissist and the personality disorder, the functions of the narcissist, because a lot of counselors and therapists are not keen into the behavior mode of the narcissist, and you will find yourself blaming yourself where you have been through enough of that. You've been through years of that. You've been through months of that. And so now you don't need to blame yourself. You need to start healing. You need to start building. You need to start growing the trees of faith and confidence and security. And you need to build within you stamina to get you going again. You need to get your visions and your dreams, and you need to arise. Those of you who have children and the children have been so acclimated to a detriment environment, you're going to have to rebuild your environment. You have to restructure the minds of the children, because if you are that jumpy and you are that sensitive, think about the children, and you are the adult. Your mind process is stronger and you have more stamina, you're more mature, and just think how you are. And so you got to know that the children are there too. And so while you are healing, you are not just healing by yourself, you are healing with your children. And when you are healing with your children, it's taking time. And even when you can't totally heal because you are helping the children get along and you really don't have a lot of time for yourself, you're going to have to really be very tenacious and determined to get to your healing. Get around positive friends, the friends that left. If you can get with some of those friends that are positive, that are pursuing careers, you may have to re-educate yourself or educate yourself more to accomplish the things that you once had and you know are still in you. You're going to have to wake yourself up. Get around people. Get on YouTube. There's plenty programs. One program I recommend is my daughter, Dr. Carmen Bryan. We have a lot of programs that are on that can assist you in these areas. Associate Direct. He is very, very, very good. And you will be able to get answers from a lot of these individuals who are very abreast in what you are going through. And so you are saying, I'm having trouble sleeping. I hear his voice. It seems like he's right beside me. I can feel him touching me. I can feel him walking behind me. I feel his breath on me. All of those are psychological impairments, and they were delivered through trauma bonding, gaslighting. You've been devalued. You've been discarded. Who your worth has been compromised, and it's been compromised on a consistent basis. Gaslighting is one of the most favorite things that the narcissist use, because it is designed to make you lose your mind, doubt yourself, because they redesigned the event that your mind would think. You witnessed one thing, but they come in and totally redesign your mind and what you're going to think and how you're thinking until you doubt who you are. You're not sure of who you are. You must take the time to build. Reading builds the brain like nothing else can build the brain. And remember, the brain learns through repetition. And that's why the narcissist has such an effective hold, because they were very repetitious in what they do, especially the upper grade, greater narcissists. They are very calculative, very intentional. They are very intentional with their words. They just don't speak words. Their words are very intentional. Their words have an assignment for your life. It has a purpose for your life. And those of you who have dealt with the malignant upper grade greater narcissist, you have went under tremendous savage in your mind, in your emotions, in your will, almost to the point where it broke your will. It broke your sanity, some of you, and your sanctity, until you are seeing psychiatrists, you are seeing therapists, and you still feel broken. And even in the midst of this, when you've just been discarded, you've just went to a no contact phase, you actually still long for the narcissist. You still desire for the narcissist. We are creatures of habit. And what we do by habit, that becomes our function. We can adjust to pain. Many of you have adjusted to pain. It was a very painful event for years, but you have become acclimated to that pain. Those of you who went no contact, those of you who have been discarded, it's a time now for you to reprieve. It's a time now for you to adjust. It's a time now for you to get up. You can get up and you can do it again. You know, the Bible tells us not to be entangled again with the yoke of bondage wherewith Christ has made us free. When we have been freed, we have to learn how to walk in freedom. It's not an automatic thinking process when you have been housed and caged in like an animal, like a slave, when your will has been dragged through the mud by the desires or the promptings of someone else, when you've been deleted as a person and used as a supply tool and used just like you are a product, and the decisions have been made on your life, what you shall do and how you shall be used and when you should be used and how much is going to be pulled from your life. When you get used to that, you are now amazed at what a struggle it is for your freedom. But you know what? Don't you be weary in well doing, for you shall reap in due season if you faint not. In order to reap, you only reap a harvest when you sow the seed, when you cultivate the seed, when you put the seed in the ground, when you tend to the seed. And right now, the seed is your mind, the seed is your emotion, the seed is your thoughts, the seed is your will, the seed is your life. And the harvest of strength, the harvest of peace, the harvest of bringing you back together again, getting your joy, getting your peace, bringing your emotions, bringing your hope, bringing you back online will come again. But it's going to take some work, and it's going to take some down, gut wrenching tenacity every single day. You write out what you're going to do and you stick to it. You write 5 to 7 things that you're going to do every single day, and you write them out and you take those things, do those things for 21 days uh, repetitiously. Don't stop for 21 days. Do them. Get a regimen for your kids to build their mind, to replace old memories with good memories. Take them out. You don't have a lot of money, then have a lot of creativity. You don't need a lot of money. You need creativity. Take your children out. Replace those old thoughts with brand new thoughts. It takes 13 to every one word that was spoken maliciously against them, against you. You have a lot of work, but you have a team of people that are here to help you. You have a team of people that want to help you. You have a team of people that believe in you. Now, when you are in the process of getting your life together, the challenges is past memory. You're going to have to rewrite your memory bank. And the memories that are old memories, hurtful memories, you're going to have to overlay them with good memories, because you don't want forgetfulness, because you don't have forgetfulness in your mind. You have to overlay the good memories on top of the bad memories till the good memories push out the bad memories. And the bad memories, the pain is taken away. Many of you are crying every single day. You say it takes work to get up every single day. Then you go to work because it's worth the work. You open your curtains, you get up and you bathe, you dress, get your favorite perfume, you put it on every single day. Christians, get your favorite scripture, you say it as soon as your eyes open. You spend time in prayer. Prayer can rewrite your thoughts. The Word of God can overlay and rewrite your thoughts. It doesn't just rewrite, it transforms your mind. Transformation bring your mind to the highest point of operation, and it puts out everything old that it cannot come back. When a butterfly, when a caterpillar metamorphoses into a butterfly, it never returned to the ground. And that's what's going to happen to you. You will never return to the ground. You are able to get up again, sir. You are able to get up again, ma'am. You are able to do it all over again. Life is so beautiful for you. You say it's hard for me to smile. You're going to do more than smile. You're going to laugh. You're going to rejoice. You're going to enjoy life. Life is beautiful. You got one shot at it in this body, one time at it in this body. Make it effective. Make it work. You can do it again. Again is a positive word for you. Again is a magnetic word for you. Again is a magical word for you. Again is your leading lady, your leading man. You will be able to do it again. Remember you before the narcissist. Remember the life before. And those of you that were so young, that gave all of your life, and you said, now I've been with them for 30 years. He took the best years of my life. No, the best years of your life, they are ahead. But you have to choose them. You have to make a choice. You have to get up. You have to arise. You have to start over. You say, I don't know how to start over. You start over with a choice. You start over with a decision. You start over. And you greet yourself every morning. You look in the mirror. Hey, girl, what you doing? Hey, guy, what you going to do today? You give yourself a plan, and you stick to the plan. Everything that deletes you from your plan gets deleted. You have to stick to a plan in order to overcome. Because you got to remember, the narcissist had your life on a plan. Even if they didn't know what they were doing, you were on a plan. And if you was with the greater narcissist don't just do things. It's by plan. It's by intention. So you be intentional when it comes to your life. Redefine the basis. Redefine it. What is it that you've always wanted to do? Now you have the chance to do it. Cry, oh yeah, you will. But every tear is a prophecy of your freedom. Every tear becomes a fallen regiment that is forming a pathway to your freedom, to your next level of success. Stop thinking negative. You had enough of that. Stop putting yourself down. It was not your fault. Stop blaming yourself. You are not crazy. You will not lose your mind. Yes, it hurts, but you're going to make it. You're going to do it again. You're going to get up again. Do not answer the phone. Do not answer the text. Don't respond to the email. Don't answer the door in the midnight hour when the kids are not there. If he brings things to the children, get a court order, get supervised visitations, have a family member, have a friend there, plan and schedule his arrival. If there's children, if there are no children, never receive his arrival. You don't want to see him. You don't want to come visit. We don't need talk over dinner. I cook my own dinner and I talk to the Lord. But we will not talk over dinner. Not even a drink. No drinks. I don't need to go shopping. Refuse all gifts. Send it back. Your desperation will re-engage you to torment. Anytime a narcissist discards you and you go back, the torment will be worse. Anytime you leave them and go on no contact and you go back, the torment will be worse. Worse than you've ever had. The torture, the pain. It's not like having a baby where you forget. It's like being through a hostile relationship where you remember, I don't ever want to go through this again. You are worth more than what you've become. And you can become greater. But every day, you have to make a choice not to answer the phone, not to pick up the phone. Some of you said you want to pick up the phone because I feel like if I can just talk to her, or if I can talk to him, I will feel much better. No, you will get locked back into pain. If it took you 8 years to get out, what is it going to take you this time? 15 years? 16 years to get out? You don't want that. You're out. You're free. Stay free. Learn what freedom is. Learn what enjoyment is. There is true love, but you're not ready for it. You don't want to go into a painful situation with pain because where you are is what you're going to draw. You are the magnet, and your present location will go into a realm and draw what you've already had, but it will be worse. Don't draw it for you. Don't magnetize it for the children. It is difficult to leave any situation that you are trained because you break the training. When a person has been in the military for 30 years and they become a civilian, they do the regiment that they have for 30 years over the civilian life because the civilian life is new, but the old military regime is polished, it's quality, it's keen, it's what they're used to. It's easy to follow because they're trained in it. Your mind is trained in pain. Your mind is trained in accusation. Your mind is trained in devaluation. Even though you fought back, even though you caused narcissistic injury and paid a dear price and sometimes even got ahead, only to be brought back under. Because there's no such thing as getting ahead in the narcissist relationship. Or they leave because there's no fuel, they don't stay. All right, you have an opportunity now. What is it that you really wanted to do? What is it that you really wanted to be? What do you want to show your children? How do you want them to grow? How do you want them to build? Get books on recovery. Get books that tell the story how they escaped. Get books that tell the story how they rebuilt their lives. Go online, listen to testimonies of people who've done it, that been where you've been. You could do this. You were made to do this. You were designed to do this. And doing this is what you would do. Now, there are people, one of it is, let me see. A good one is Stephanie Lynn. She's a good one. Like I said, Dr. Carmen Bryan is an excellent one to go to. She's very abreast, she's very thorough, and she's a professional-based therapist. That she can assist you professionally. She can give you the help professionally. She can make recommendations professionally. Don't think that you can do this on your own. Don't even feel obligated to do it on your own because you don't have to do it on your own. You can get some help to do it. And there are people that are here to help you. One of it is Angie Atkinson. Very, very excellent. She is very good. Melanie Evans, very good. She is good. Associate Direct. He is very, very, very good. I love listening to him. Another one is trying to see her. Let me see. Let me get her. Leaders. She is the. Let me get her. She is really, really good. She is the inner integration. She is very good. Kim Saeed, very good. And all of these people have the truth that you need, and they can help you. See, you're not by yourself. You never have to do it alone. And we won't leave you alone. We'll strengthen you. We'll hold your arms up. We'll strengthen you when you want to go back. Access us. Go on my YouTube channel. Listen to this over and over again. You're going to find each time you hear this, you're going to strengthen yourself. You're going to empower yourself. You'll get that get up in you again. You'll get that fight in you again. You don't have to do this alone. We did, you don't. And we won't leave you. We won't discard you. But you have to get some fight back. To do this, you're going to have to get some fight back. And while you get your fight back, we're going to be right there for you while you get your fight back. So, get up again every day. Say to yourself, excuse me. Every day, say to yourself what you will do. Plan your day and do it. I'm Helen Sadler. I'm your destiny helper, and I'm here just for you. God bless you.